Here we go, ladies. I'm here. I'm back. Guys, the last time I made a video, I think it was 3 months ago. And I have to apologize for disappeared like that. I didn't mean to. Life has been hectic, busy, and different. So that's why I never took the time to make the video. Every time I say, okay, I'm gonna make the video today, oh, I'm gonna make it tonight, oh, maybe tomorrow morning. So it has been a long time, and I apologize for that. And I want to thank you all, my subscribers, for sticking with me, for staying there with me, hanging in there, and waiting to hear from me. And to my new subscribers, even though I did not make a video in the past 3 months, I had an extra 50 or 70 subscribers, and I really appreciate it. And from now on, I would like to make at least one video a week. So in my life there has been some changes, and some changes we can talk about, and some we probably will talk not now. So let's get to it right now. So what many people want to know is what's been going on. Did I have the surgery? Did I have my fibroid removed? To get to that, we have to go back to November 30th. November 30th, I had a procedure done. It's quote unquote a surgery where my doctor went in to check on my fibroids I have, and she found that I had a cyst on my cervix. She removed it, and oh my god, it made a huge difference since day one, because I used to have sharp pain going down my legs and my toes, and since the day she removed that cyst, I have not had that pain ever since. Never, ever. So it must be related to the cyst that I had. When I told her that, I said to her, I'm feeling much better. I used to have sharp pain from my uterus all the way to my toes. She said it's definitely not related to the cyst she removed. She can say whatever she wants. I'm happy she removed it, and I'm happy that I don't have that kind of pain, because it worried me. And one thing I have to say to you guys, when you feel something is wrong, usually there is something wrong. Don't let any doctors, anybody tell you different, because it's your own body. You know how you used to feel before, and you know how you feel. So if you feel like something is wrong, push as hard as you can to have somebody to figure out what's going on, because if you don't, nobody will. So I am so happy I had that removed. So right after that, I thought I was supposed to have that surgery probably a month later. So I was scheduled to have my surgery on March the 6th. So to me, it was a long time, because I wanted to, get it out of my life. Like I have said 100 times, I wanted it gone. I didn't want to have to deal with heavy bleeding and menstrual pains and stuff like that. So I was scheduled to have it on March 16th, and I went to see the doctor. She was giving me a whole lot of baloney, trying to have me to do an IUD, because she said to me, because of my age, the chances are I will never get pregnant. So she said, she encouraged me to have an IUD, and the one that she wanted me to do was the Mirena, something like that. So I said yes to her. I said no the first time, and because I didn't want to do that. The only thing I wanted to do was to remove my fibroids. So she told me even if she removes the fibroid, I will still have painful periods, and I probably will still have heavy bleeding. She said only with an IUD like the Mirena that that's for sure. She can ensure me that I won't have the heavy bleeding and the pain during my period. So she said to me, "Oh, you already went under anesthetic once, and you're gonna do it again to remove your fibroid. I don't want you to do it 3 times. So the best time to do it, it's March 6th. While I'm removing the fibroid, I would like you to do it." So I said, "No, I don't want to do it. If I change my mind before the surgery, I'll let you know." So I thought about it. And I had my period, and I had a long, long period, very, very, very painful. So I said to myself, "Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna call the clinic and I'm gonna ask them to have her to send me the prescription to buy the IUD." So I did, and then they called my pharmacy right away, and they faxed the prescription. So even after that, I was thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to do that, because when you put this thing in, it's for 5 years. You can go and have your doctor to remove it after whenever, if you start bleeding and spotting and you have some pain relate to the IUD, they can remove it the next day if you have to. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. A couple days before the surgery, I called them. I said, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do one step at a time. I want to remove my fibroid, and then I wait and see if when I have my period, if I still have the same problem, heavy bleeding and painful periods. So they couldn't say anything except yes, because it's my body, it's my choice. So that's what I did. 2 weeks ago, will be 3 weeks next Monday, I went and I had my fibroid removed. I still have not seen the doctor after that. And after you have a surgery, when they wake you up and you feel so drowsy and so out of it, I remember the doctor came and asked me how I was feeling, and I remember I asked her, "Did you remove the fibroid?" She said, "Yes, I removed it. Everything is good." And the other two questions I asked was, "Did you puncture my bowel?" She said, "No, I didn't do anything like that." I said, "Did you puncture my bladder?" Because those were two major, major risks we had to take, because she said, it happens when you go to surgery like this. They might puncture your bowel or your bladder, and I was so worried about that. So she said, "No, everything is good, nothing to worry about, everything went fine, so you'll be okay." So now I have to wait until April 7th to go see her. I was supposed to start my period today, and I still have nap. But here we go about the surgery and how I feel after the surgery. I did not feel anything at all. I went in the morning, I think it was 10 o'clock. My surgery was at 10 o'clock, so I had to be there 2 hours before. So I went there, they put the IV on me, and I was so stressed out. All my family was there, my sister, her husband, but I couldn't talk to them. They were talking, I wanted to kick them out because I wanted to focus. They were laughing and all that. I thought it was too much for me. So I walked to the operation room, and but before that, I talked to the doctor, and I also talked to the anesthesiologist. So the problem I had the first time I had that procedure done, after the surgery, the next day when I woke up, my jawline here was hurting me so much. After 4 or 5 days of pain, it was gone, and it came back again later. So I've been dealing with a lot of pain in my jaw. I even went to see my family doctor, and they checked all my teeth to see if it's maybe a loose teeth or something that's going on, or if it is an ear infection. Nothing at all. So they say when you go under anesthetic, because you have your mouth open, so they can put the incubator, the thing that goes inside of the tube that goes into your chest. So depending on how they move your jaw, it could bruise the muscles on top of your jaw. So that could be it, but I don't know what's going on. So because of that, I had to talk to the anesthesiologist first. I did, and he said he was so sorry, he didn't know why I had that, and he said he would be extra careful this time. So I had nothing to worry about. So I went, they took my blood pressure and everything, and, the whole shebang. And I went under. I didn't know anything. By the time I lay down on the whatever you call it, it was maybe a minute. I was knocked out. I didn't know anything at all. And I woke up. I thought I would be in a lot of pain. I wasn't, because they gave me some medication through my IV. And when I woke up, I could feel a little cramping, very, very little, not even noticeable, but I know it was there. So they gave me a prescription for, I don't know, Lepres, something like that. So I didn't even feel it out, because when I came home the same day. I didn't have pain at all until, it's been 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks. I still don't feel anything. I feel some tugging and sometimes a little bit of cramping. It depends on what I do. I took the first 2 days, I didn't do much of anything. I was walking around the house, and I didn't go out. I stopped teaching. I didn't teach for 2 weeks because I didn't want to go bounce up and down. But the doctor said to me I could exercise the next day, but I thought it was not appropriate to do that, so I took 2 weeks off. So I did not feel pain at all. It depends. Sometimes if I move a certain way, if I bend down too fast, or I'll feel a little bit of cramping, but very, very little. But also I was spotting for a while. I think I was spotting from the day I had the surgery uh, to almost a whole week. And I know it was going to happen, but I was so surprised when I saw I didn't have a lot of pain. I thought I would have to take heavy medication to help me out. So I'm very, very happy, and I don't know what's going on. Maybe I might have a late period, but I cannot wait to see my period. I was never in my life waiting to see my period, just to see the difference, if it's gonna be heavy or if it's gonna be light, if it's gonna be painful. So that's what happened, guys. In only 12 minutes, this is the whole story, and I cannot tell you guys how happy I am. If you have problem conceiving and you don't know what's going on, they don't know what's going on, and you have never had an ultrasound, and you don't know if you have fibroids or not, I suggest you ask your doctor and move quickly and do what you have to do, because they say after you have the surgery, it takes about, I don't know, 6 months for your uterus to go back to the same way it used to be. But with surgery to remove fibroids in your uterus, you will have scars in your uterus, because that's where they open it up to get the fibroid out. There will be some scarring. So I am not worried about that. And my news is I am not trying to conceive anymore. Yeah, that's the bomb for me. I'm still struggling with it, but not as much. But we are not trying to conceive anymore. We are not in the place to try to bring a baby into this life. We already have 2 kids. My oldest just turned 17 next month. Last week. Just turned 17, and my youngest is 13, will be 14 in June. So that's where I'm at. And to tell you the truth, some days I feel like, oh my God, I wish I could try again. I wish, but I'm giving up. I'm not giving up because I think it would not happen. I'm giving up because of other reasons that we probably will be talking about later in life, not now. But I am happy where I am. I am so happy. And It is a different, I'm in a different stage of my life where I am focusing on other things. So this is it, guys. I will still make videos, and I will still update you on what's going on with my with the surgery and how it feels and what's going on. So I'll still keep track of my ovulation to see if I still ovulate. Um, and who knows? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. See you next time.